I just have to say it. GALE or PEETA. GALE or PEETA. GALE or PEETA. I feel like Rosi right now because I'm about to talk about a book and hopefully intelligently. And I got excited. I was like, okay, I have to make a video talking about the Hunger Games. I'm gonna be like Rosi and just talk about it intelligently, and people think I'm smart and all this stuff. And I'm getting really excited. So, GALE or PEETA! Oh. You have no idea what I'm saying right now. I suggest you go out to your local bookstore or just Google The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games is an amazing book spreading around nerd vitaria, being as seriously just awesome. Okay, it doesn't hurt that as Harry Potter nerds are like, it's a book totally about the Goblet of Fire Triwizard Tournament. Okay, you diehard Hunger Games fans, don't grill me for saying that it reminds me of the Triwizard Tournament. I got that from Alyssa Anelli way before I read the book in my head while I was reading it. And while I think books are entirely different from one another, and they shouldn't be linked through ties as similar metaphors to get your characters through, I can't help but get that back out of my head, but it makes the book that much more enjoyable. Because for Harry Potter fans like me, one of the biggest things was like the Triwizard Tournament was so epic, and I kind of wanted to read more about teenagers or young adults in situations where it's life or death, but interesting and not The Lord of the Flies. Fine, you literature nerds, don't yell at me. The Lord of the Flies is probably a really great book, but I really have a hard time getting into it, and I'd rather just read Harry Potter. If you haven't read The Hunger Games, then don't watch this, because I'm just about to spoil, and I don't like spoilers at all, so I'm gonna spoil. And hopefully, if you have an advanced reader's copy of Catching Fire, like those people who watch this ever, but I hope it will be kind of humorous to you to see what my reactions are about the Hunger Games. And I probably shouldn't be putting a Hunger Games video on YouTube because people leave comments and spoilers, and I don't want spoilers for Catching Fire, and I just want to read Hunger Games over again, but not really because I really want to read Catching Fire right now. I can't even decide, like, GALE or PEETA, who do you think? Who do you think she'll wind up with? I mean, do you think it won't even happen in this book at all? Suzanne Collins, seriously? That's like one of the biggest questions. If she leaves that open for the third book, I'm going to die and wish that that book comes out in October or something, because what am I going to do if she doesn't answer this big question? And, I mean, all of us in Pan Am, okay, yes, I said all of us live in Pan Am, just like I say when talking about Harry Potter, all of us in the Wizarding World, because it gets us involved, and I like to pretend that I'm in Harry Potter, and I like to pretend, and I don't like to pretend that I'm in Pan Am, because that's a really crappy situation to live in, and I never want to live in there. But seriously, all of us in the Hunger Games universe, Pan Am, want to know, GALE or PEETA? If you don't know anything about the Hunger Games, GALE is the main character Katniss's best friend, and GALE is 18, I think, right? And Katniss is 16. I don't even want to talk about it because I don't want to spoil it, but I do want to talk about it so I can have an intelligent discussion with people who have read it. And right now, this isn't intelligent. This is just me just saying, GALE or PEETA, GALE or PEETA, GALE or PEETA. In order to answer this question fairly, we have to know first if PEETA is really in love with Katniss or not. And if he's not in love with Katniss, then GALE, duh. But if he is, then who? GALE or PEETA? Oh, no, she wouldn't do that. Do you think she would kill GALE? Oh, no. Because killing PEETA wouldn't do anything to the situation unless, like, oh my gosh, what if she kills GALE in Catching Fire? No. Well, then she'll end up with PEETA. I doubt that'll happen. If she kills GALE in Catching Fire, then you know in the third book there's going to be, like, a new love interest, I imagine. That's the only way it can go. GALE or PEETA, you guys. Oh, and how do you think the Capitol's gonna punish her? I have no idea, but I started freaking out. Those last, like, I don't even know, I think it's not 100, but it's like 50-something pages of Hunger Games where you're just sitting there and you're like, it's not the fact that it's even fast-paced at the end, it's the fact that what happens, GALE or PEETA? That's not the question that I was thinking. I just want to know how the Capitol's gonna punish Katniss. And Kaylee met Suzanne Collins, and I really wanted to ask an intelligent question, but all I sent her as an out reply was, GALE or PEETA, let me know! And I just want to know that because I originally heard of this question in May for one of my NEMA videos, and I was like, GALE or PEETA? And I looked it up, and I was like, oh, Hunger Games characters, what's that? I love Harry Potter. Flash forward to now, or late August, and I'm obsessed with Hunger Games, and Catching Fire comes out next week. Why isn't it coming out today? Why did I get an ARC? How did all these people get ARCs of all these books and I never get ARCs because I just entered the Nerd Fighter community? Anyways, let's stop all that. I don't see how she's going to do this. Like, I really don't think this question's going to be resolved in the second book. But help me, you guys. GALE or PEETA? Who do you think? Just let me know. It's 1 week until the Hunger Games. 1 week and a couple days. I just want to know GALE or PEETA. I also really want a Mockingjay pen.